My wife said she was going to sell me, and I thought she was joking until, on the big sales day, she actually put me up for sale online. The description read, "This is my husband, a good-for-nothing, a lazy bum with no income. If you're interested in a useless man with no character, feel free to place an order. Services are at the buyer's discretion. $200 per day, $50,000 buys his entire future. Whoever buys the rest of his life will have him exclusively, and I'll divorce him on the spot. I wish you all the happiness in the world." She posted this to mock me and humiliate me, but she never imagined someone, a wealthy woman, would actually buy my future. "Dexter, I'm selling you," Samantha Jates, my wife, said with a mocking smile as she handed me her phone to show me the post. My face darkened as I read it. When we got married, I already had my own business. Back then, she enjoyed the good life I provided. I even built a house for her parents in their village, worth hundreds of thousands, and gave her brother $200,000 to buy a house and get married. In our third year of marriage, my tech company collapsed. Since then, I've been working from home developing a video game, but in her eyes, that makes me a slacker who just plays all day and doesn't earn a dime. "This is going too far, mocking me like this," I said coldly. "When things were going well, I never hesitated to give everything I could for you and your family. But now that I'm in a rough patch, you throw this in my face? That's too much. You've been locked up at home for 2 years doing nothing but playing video games. Am I wrong to call you useless?" she mocked. "And don't flatter yourself. Anyway, no one's going to buy you. It doesn't matter if someone does. Just putting me out there shows how little you think of me. And I've told you hundreds of times, I'm working on a game. When it takes off, everything will change. Get off that cloud, Dexter. You're never going to change anything." "And how can you be so sure of that?" I replied. "Look in a mirror," she sneered. "You look like a vagabond. The only difference between you and a beggar is your clothes. And you're still talking about changing things. My time is spent developing the game. Enough, I don't have time for your excuses," she said, grabbing her purse and heading for the door. "It's 8 p.m. Where are you going?" I asked. "To work, obviously. How do you think we're paying the rent?" she replied coldly. "After my company collapsed, the bank repossessed our house." "I'll pay the rent," I shouted instinctively. She just laughed, slamming the door shut. After smoking a few cigarettes, I put on my helmet, opened the delivery app, and waited for an order. Soon, I got one for crayfish, and the client even left a $50 tip, asking that I peel the crayfish upon arrival. After picking up the order, I headed to the customer at the Galactic Lounge karaoke bar. Half an hour later, I was standing in front of room 808. Just as I was about to open the door, I saw her, Samantha, inside. A group of 7 or 8 people were laughing and singing, with Samantha sitting in the middle next to her ex, Tyson Caldwell. They were singing Only True Love, looking like a couple. Didn't she say she was working late? I guess she's working overtime at the karaoke, I thought, feeling heat rise to my head like a storm cloud settling over me. Just then, a stocky woman opened the door. "Come in," she said. I entered. Samantha, engrossed in singing, didn't even notice me. "Just sit there and peel the crayfish for me. Let me know when you're done," she said, pointing to a corner. I settled in the back, turned my back to them, and started peeling. After a few minutes, the group decided to play a game called Spin the Truth. Samantha lost and chose truth. "How often do you and your husband, Rebecca,